Hello, my boils, my ghouls, and my zools. Welcome back to Kalash Kamaz. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. If you've been following the channel for a while, thank you so much for, stopping in again. And with that, let's get to an end of the year review. Let's get to a bit of a channel update, as I feel, especially with the recent opening of channel memberships, I do owe a bit of an explanation on the slowdown of content. So let's start with a little bit of a year review. So we started pretty strong, pretty strong. I mean, the year started with one of those slowdowns in content, and I mean, it is what it is, and then was able to get back on it real strongly very quickly in the beginning of the year. And this year we've gained about 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, being that I try to keep this a small channel, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, I liked being that guy with 500 subs. I, I appreciate it, man. It's crazy. So, with that, you saw the growth through the year. You saw a lot of different type of content come out through the year if you've been paying attention. Definitely got back into more talking about the guns specifically, and doing a little bit of a build montage thing, as the channel used to do when we started, and I've kind of figured out a way I like doing that now. So you've seen a bit of that, and you've seen the educational content of the videos increase and increase and increase as we talk more about the history and the deep dives into the manufacturing and whatnot, and trying to increase that always. That's what I really like making content about. And so saw that coming up to channel memberships, and then within a month of channel memberships opening up, I'm sure you probably noticed the content slowed down a little bit. We started doing a lot more live streams around here. And what that was related to was, well, I'm always very open on this channel. I'm always very vloggy about this channel. And with that, I was very open about my employment. I used to be a undertaker, so I no longer do that. For a while, I was a bowling machine mechanic, and I was very open about that. That was actually a fun job, but that that only lasted a year or so. And I have entered a formal job in the gun industry, and I am now a gunsmith apprentice at a shop I have mentioned many times on the channel and have very much preferred their work. So I'm very happy to be working there. Not going to turn it into an advertisement for the shop or anything, but that would be Liberty Gunsmithing. So if you need some work, obviously, look it up. But I'm not going to be advertising, just mentioning it, really. And also outside of that, I have been doing some consulting work. So you may have seen the live streams of me talking about the consulting work, and prior to that, just reporting on this particular company. And well, you saw those live streams get pulled down. Admittedly, I had thrown out a piece of incorrect information regarding, just a piece of the manufacturing. The history of manufacturing. So I prefer accuracy. So I just pulled those down. And there's no reason to throw more FUD lore out in the world. AK world has enough FUD lore. So with that, I guess that's going to be my new catchphrase instead of with that, I'm moving. So that's also taking a lot of time away from the channel. I have been open that I live in the boonies. I'm pretty far out rural, and I haven't really had as much opportunity to get to the range, which has caused a bit of a change in the content. And, I haven't been, I've had a crazy commute, dude. Crazy commute. So fixing all that so we can get back to this. And I mean, yeah, I this is actually part of that. I'm obviously not making money off of this channel, but it's, how do I describe it? being that this is somewhat of a vlog, if I'm doing these videos, it means that I'm happy and been able to do the things that I like doing. And I have been able to do that lately. I just haven't been able to turn the camera on much. So if you've been following my Instagram, you've definitely seen an uptick in the content on Instagram, because that's just click it and upload it, and it's no big deal. I don't have to prepare anything. I don't really have to, look up too much information and be solid on anything. So it's no effort content, really. So that's kind of what Instagram is. It's no effort. The best content you get, people will talk about no effort content on Instagram. It's like, dude, the best effort you could put into it is very low effort. So if you've been following my Instagram, you've seen me definitely uptick there and show what I've been doing. And now, where is the channel going? We're not going to keep this a long video. We make long videos around here. It's something I like doing. It's the folks I work with. It's something we all like doing. We all primarily watch YouTube as our, streaming service, because personally, I don't subscribe to any of them. I just watch YouTube. So I like YouTube. I like providing content on YouTube. So really, we're going to just keep doing what we do and add on the history stuff. It's not going to be a complete changeover. I'm going to have more time to work on it, so I don't have to choose one or the other. We can do both. I think that's great news for the channel, frankly. And you're going to definitely be seeing a lot more content within my workspace as I set it up. And great news is, well, I'm in the process of actually building AKs now. Thank you, Mbach Armory, for all the education on the tooling and whatnot, and the specific little tiny details and whatnot that goes into a build. That was extremely helpful. And I'm gonna continue doing that with them, so I can, become the apprentice becomes the master. Now, you've heard a lot of talk, and at this point, it's just talk about all this history content coming up. Honestly, it's that as soon as I had one down, I realized, I'm like, man, this takes a long time, so we need to get a couple in the can before releasing this one. So we're still buttoning that up, and also adding on to it a little. This first one, that's a full history thing, or adding on to it a little bit. So it's gonna be a long ass video, dude. And I'm very, very proud to put something like that out. But as I said, we're going to keep on with the gun content. The history content is gun content. This is AK guy lens stuff, so think of it like that. But we're going to keep with the gun content because we love fucking AKs around here. And honestly, I've had so much of an opportunity lately to discover love for other types of firearms. This is still going to be a comm block based channel for sure, because that is my passion. But we're going to show a couple other things here that are very interesting, and talk about some comparisons between the different countries and whatnot, and where you can see some got influence from others and all that. Kind of when people talk about the Sturmgewehr and the AK a little bit, do a little bit of stuff like that, because I've had an opportunity to do that quite a bit. Now, as I do more work in the gun industry, I do want to be very clear as, the more I do this, the more contact I have, honestly, the more sponsorships I get as well. And I want to be very clear that that is not going to touch this channel. This is not going to turn into an advertisement. About the only free product you're going to see on here is literally from friends. So we're going to keep this family, no corporatism, no business. You're never going to see me, doing content for free product. And while I have accepted free product and done content with that product, it's really only if I actually dig the product. I have been in the past, this year specifically, asked multiple times to say certain things in videos, and we'll give you this and blah blah blah. You just say this and blah blah. Here's your lead and all that, or excuse me, your copy and all that. And a lot of them require you to lead off with this. Not my style. Not my style. You know, it's if you want to put some money in the pocket of the channel for an advertisement, I don't have a huge issue with that, but it's not going to be as some random bullshit. It's going to be something I like, you know. But we're not going to turn this into an advertisement channel. I just want to be very, very, very clear about that because, you know, I am open about, well, a gun shop I work at, you know, I think it's fine to be open about that. You know, it's not my shop, so they can always use the business, but, you know, it's not going to be a, hey, go here for this service or anything like that. If I mention it, I mention it, you know. But outside of that, there's also just the other product. And if I mention it, I mention it. We're going to keep it like that. So, really, I just want to say thank you guys for rocking with me still. I don't even know how to thank public like that. It just warms my heart so much that it's not even an ego thing. I'm just happy that people are getting excited about these rifles, dude. I'm happy to bring this passion to someone else. And every time I see someone go, I just bought my first AK, blah, 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 been watching your channel, took some recommendations and all that, it warms my heart because I'm never going to tell you this sucks or this is what you should use. I'll give you options. That's about it. The only time we've ever even had a negative review on here, I pulled it down because I didn't like how it felt. You know, I'd rather talk shit about the product than do a negative review, frankly. I'd rather say this thing fucking sucks and throw it in the trash than sit there for a half an hour tearing it apart because, you know, there are swings and misses in this industry. It happens. And that particular review, it just, even though the company wasn't above board, I didn't feel good about it. So even though it was a crappy product, I still didn't feel good about it. I'm trying to see if I have it laying around. No, I don't. But anyhow, yeah, I pulled that sucker down because it didn't feel good. So, and I wasn't given that product for free to give a review or anything, but the person who gave it to me was. So, yeah, we're not gonna ever turn this into any kind of advertisement or shilling or anything like that. You know, I mean, all you gotta do is look back into a few videos and you can see I'm extremely anti-corporate and not really into the capitalism aspect of YouTube. But obviously we have to live with this shit. Channel takes money to run, so it's the only reason why channel memberships opened up. And unlike some other YouTubers that have their $5 a month, $10 a month memberships and Patreons and all that, nah, fuck all that, man. You wanna help? I'm not trying to extract money from your wallet, you know. I'm not gonna just throw on add-ons for the same, you know, like it's the same goddamn thing, but there's just a bunch of upsells, you know. I don't like that either. You're gonna get channel perks with that, and I mean the memberships are only $1 or $2. Pretty sweet. So lately what we've been doing with that is members only live streams. And I described the reason why I pulled some of those down. There was an incorrect piece of information in there, and we're not going to keep that out in the world. We'll just redo it correctly. And hey, it's a swing and a miss. Happens. It happens. I'm not perfect. So it's very clear, you know, by this channel, you know, I'm not perfect, you know, if you catch my drift with even my own speech. So I do a 50-50 sometimes of shooting from the hip and script-based. Sometimes I'll just have some notes on the side and whatnot. But I'm not the greatest speaker, so I swing and a miss too. I'm not perfect. But with that, my new catchphrase, you know, I think that's a good enough explanation, I think. You know, if you have any other questions, you know, it's fine. It's fine. And we'll leave it there. So thank you guys so much for just still rocking with me after all these years. And all you new people, man, I really, really appreciate it. It's from the heart. It really is. Channel members, to spend your hard-earned dollars to watch this fucking clown, I mean, I'll give myself, I think my history stuff's pretty good, honestly. I mean, I like it. It's the kind of stuff I like making. So, I'm happy to give you something for that, and that will definitely increase because, man, even that $1, I appreciate that more than anything because, when I made my first dollar in the gun industry, I was like, I'm saving this dollar forever. Of course, it got spent on a Yoo-hoo or some shit, but, I appreciate every single cent I make from it. I'm an apprentice right now. I don't make a whole lot, and I'm honest about that. And I'm very honest about who I am, I feel. And, it has nothing to do with a loss of wages or anything, opening up channel memberships, and that's why it's only $1 or $2. It's not trying to make a living off of this like some YouTubers. That's the content will always be free. The perks, obviously, that's going to take a little more money, so you're going to get something for your money for sure. I believe in that. But the past couple minutes here, I've just been saying thank you in my only way I know how, because I that's what I was trying to describe. I'm not the greatest with my speech. It's just sincerity, man. I really sincerely appreciate it. So, thank you guys. Stay safe. Have fun. We'll see you in the next video for sure. We're going to get one more out before the end of the year at least. And go do stupid.